No, what's this? It's a technical glitch.
Of my life, you have blessed me, oh Father. Now I dance like a winner.
I will praise you, Lord, for your grace on my life. You have blessed me, oh Father. Now I dance like a winner.
I will praise you, Lord, for
Good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Coopity, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world.
I will praise you, Lord.
Yulin is gonna have a good dance this morning. Yulin, let's dance.
Me, oh Father, now I dance like a
Sing it.
when you see me dance, I dance like a winner man.
You see me
Come on.
dance, I dance like a winner man.
Oh, when
It's Tuesday. It is the first day of October.
When you see me dance, I dance like a winner man.
so when you
Yeah, September is gone. Bye-bye.
see a winner man,
You see me dance, I dance
New beginnings for the new month.
when you see me dance, I
New perspective.
winner man.
Good morning to you, Mildred Smith and Shem. Good morning.
Oh,
Zamora Plenty. Good morning.
oh, winner man.
Yeah, let's dance.
Oh, winner man.
Because at the end of it all, we will win, yeah?
Oh, winner man.
Yeah.
Oh, winner man.
Good morning to the wonderful folks on the Sister Isles of Carriacou and Pity Martinique. You had a high profile delegation coming up yesterday. You had the opportunity to voice your concerns. Yeah.
praise you, Lord, for your grace on my life. You have blessed me, oh Father, now I dance.
Good morning to the world.
You see me dance, I dance like a winner man.
Mary Ebanks, good morning. Margaret Alexander, good morning. Want to say happy 44th wedding anniversary to Nenny and Papa out there in Simon in St. Andrew. 44 years and still together. Wow. Going out today and have a lunch. Yeah, spend the day together in some, romantic place, man. Rekindle the fire. Monica Meros Williams, good morning. Michelle Bernard. Tamika Schoolgirl Felix, good morning. Razum Batista and family, good morning. Catherine Phillip, good morning. Debbie, Wagwan Saturday, man. Good morning to you and the family. Pastor Joseph Charles at the Wester Hall New Testament Church of God. He is the first person I can do that song. He is one worshiper boy. Good morning to the entire congregation. Pastor George, Pastor Josh, Hector, good morning to you and the family. The shepherd of the flock, Pastor Laurie Dominic, good morning to you and the first family. Wester Hall, good morning. Marvin Dominic, good morning to you. Yvette and everybody. Sylvina Charles, good morning. It's 25 minutes on to the hour of 7. Hi, good morning, my Grenada, my people. Innocent, well, that's my birthday month coming up soon. Innocent, blessings, sweetheart. Could you please say happy birthday to Jed and Scott for me, please? From Joylyn, a.k.a. Sexy, I think. Thank you. Happy birthday to Scott and Jed. I'm happy that you're going to see your next birthday, but I'm telling you again, the best folks are born in September, right? Santa Claus is with Father. What's the word of the day today? Let's see. The word of the day today, that word is zonkt. Zonkt. Z-O-N-K.
Suspending legal action against.
Yeah. Zonkt. Let's get it up on the television screen so that the folks can see it. Z-O-N-K-E-D, zonked. simply means exhausted or asleep. Here's how we can use it in a sentence. I felt utterly zonked after staying up all night studying for final exams. If for something else you did, you would feel energized, right? Yeah, zonked. Nice. It keeps going. It keeps getting better. As my English friends would say, better. They need some water. It's now time for Nadisha's segment of the program, the motivational tip of the day. Morning, Nadisha. And the folks inside of Cafe, Holmesy and Abigail and family, good morning. Jerry Papa, Jerry Baptiste, Louis, good morning. The Sandersons, good morning. Kitty Cat, Ariel, and Alwyn.
I want to say thank you, Jesus.
And it says, with the new day comes new strength and new thoughts. Well, it's supposed to, right? With the new day comes a new strength and new thoughts.
Oh, please hear my prayer.
But you know, some folks, they like misery. You know, they carry the problems of yesterday into today, man.
Father, oh yes, I'm still alive. Play the music.
You've got grace on a daily basis. New grace, mornings by morning, new mercies I see. Take that and run with it, yeah? Nice, nice.
Hear my prayer.
Good morning, Brandon Paddocks. Dawn Adams, good morning to you and the children, Anaya and Kalia.
I know you got the powers.
Bree, good morning. Kendra and family.
'Cause there is no miracle that
Kadisha and Zai Zai.
yes, you are my savior. And I put my trust.
Daddy love child.
Oh, Father,
Denzo, good morning to you. Gigi Giles. Sylvie and Daphne, good morning.
you provide my needs.
The nutritional health tip is up next, yeah? So keep listening for that.
Oh, merciful Father, through your grace my soul is fed. Oh, my child,
Oh, Father,
oh, my child,
forgive them because they know not what they do.
play the music. Play it one.
Steps and you'll be fine. Drink lots of water.
Iron is an essential mineral that is important for transporting oxygen to and from the lungs and the body's tissues, and also transporting carbon dioxide from the tissues to the lungs. Iron plays a critical and important role in making the hemoglobin and myoglobin molecules of red blood cells, which makes all this movement possible. According to iHerb.com, most people suffer from iron deficiency, and it is the most common nutrient deficiency among infants under 2 years of age, teenage girls, pregnant women, and the elderly. Iron deficiency can lead to anemia, a deficiency of the red blood cells, which is the end stage of the condition. This can be caused by several factors, including an increased iron requirement due to a growth spurt, decreased dietary intake, or diminished iron absorption or utilization in the blood, and blood loss. Low iron or iron deficiency can affect the immune system, brain function, the body's energy levels, and menstruation in women. Common symptoms of low iron include dizziness, headaches, loss of appetite, poor exercise performance, shortness of breath, tiredness, and weakness. Iron is especially important for women who are pregnant, as they need much more iron during this time to support the brain development of the fetus. Iron is also critical for the development and growth of young children who need to eat iron-rich foods to avoid becoming iron deficient or anemic, as they are prone to this because they are constantly growing. Iron deficiency can be combated by simply eating foods that contain the mineral, as well as foods that contain vitamin C, such as citrus fruits, because vitamin C helps the body to absorb iron. Iron can be found in a variety of foods such as red meats and organ meats such as liver and kidney, seafood like mussels and oysters, green leafy vegetables like callaloo, broccoli and spinach, pumpkin seeds and other nuts and seeds, legumes like baked beans, lentils and chickpeas, and tofu. Until next time, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council reminds you to look, eat, and feel well.
Minerals ring a bell. Yes, they keep the body working.
Let's see what's buzzing this morning.
And be glad in it.
Grenada is hosting second EU Caribbean Global Gateway Conference on Sargassum,
My pride.
and the fully equipped tissue culture laboratory coming soon. That's good.
If I had a night,
In the region, noisy demonstration outside Trinidad's Parliament building.
life on
Good morning, Dr. Keith Rowley.
the same.
We're going down there.
It's for tomorrow.
Internationally, U.S. ports brace for shutdowns as dock workers go on strike.
Done for me.
That's problems.
Oh, but
Come on, Joe, get that resolved as quick as possible.
I play. Oh,
In sports, Cricket South Africa gets the okay to tour Bangladesh for their two-test series
thank
after the security assessment was done.
you, Father. Oh, yeah.
Those are the buzzing stories. We'll have more at the during the newscast this morning. Yep.
Oh, my child.
And my good friend sent me this, and I just have to share this with you. It says, I heard someone say kids are just different these days. I disagree. Kids are the same. What's changed is a society with lowered expectations, lack of discipline, and acceptance of disrespect. Give kids boundaries, expectations, rules, limits, rewards, and consequences. They will rise to the challenge and exceed your expectations every time. So true.
Thank you for
Yeah.
thy word.
Children have no boundaries nowadays. Parents do things in the name of love. Oh, I love my kid. And he sent this other one. When you are sad or upset, always remember these points. Pain is a part of growing. Everything in life is temporary. Worrying and complaining change nothing. Your scars are symbols of your strength. Every little struggle is a step forward. Other people's negativity is not your problem. What's meant to be will be. The best thing you can do is keep going.
Whence cometh my help?
Yeah, I love this. Thank you, bro.
Heaven and earth.
Apostle.
I can tell the
Folks, this is where we put it down. We've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the weather forthcoming. Don't you go anywhere. Stay and stay with us. Nutmeg Queen, good morning to you.
till my walk is over. I'll
Where are you come out? Where are you from? I was leave free promotion, it is all budget. Somebody send out the warning.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Coop Bank, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
GBN is your home for this year's Republic Bank CPL. Please note there will be adjustments to our programming lineup on Tuesday, October 1st, Wednesday, October 2nd, and Friday, October 4th. Transitions will air at 5:05 p.m., followed by GBN Television News at 6 p.m. And don't miss the news repeat right after the CPL match. Transitions will also be rebroadcast after the news repeat, so you won't miss a thing. GBN, bringing you sports coverage anywhere and everywhere. Looking to take your business to new heights? Advertise with GBN on our social media platforms and get noticed by our 138,000 plus followers. Reach a massive engaged audience ready to connect with your brand. No matter your business size, GBN is here to help you grow. Contact us today at admin@gbn.gd or WhatsApp 407-8458 to get started.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Tuesday, October 1st, 2024. Coming up in the news, Grenada hosting second EU's Caribbean Global Gateway Conference on Sargassum, and a fully equipped tissue culture laboratory coming soon. In the region, noisy demonstration outside Trinidad's Parliament building. Internationally, U.S. sports brace for shutdowns as dock workers strike. And in sports, cricket, South Africa says it's okay to tour Bangladesh after their security assessment. We've got the details of these and more after these messages.
As we get ready to give thanks the long Thanksgiving weekend, Legends Promotions presents the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Grenada Trade Center at 7:30 p.m. Featuring the 1980 Calypso Monarch Survivor, together with Stubbles, 10 times Calypso Monarch Scholar, alongside Luta, Tobago Crusoe, and 7 times Soca and 10 times Road March King, Super Blue. Super Blue. Tickets cost $60 and are available at all Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies, Wall Street, Grenville, and Guelph. Springs, Shop.
Good morning. With the news in detail, I am Gordon Joseph. The second EU Caribbean Global Gateway Conference on Sargassum, a fight against the influxes of Sargassum seaweed, kicks off today. The conference, which takes place at the Radisson Grenada Beach Resort, will drive conversations to transform Sargassum from costly a problem into a valuable resource. This event will host over 300 participants and bring together ministers and public authorities from Caribbean and Latin American countries and European overseas countries and territories and outermost regions, as well as the private sector, financing institutions, scientific community, and non-governmental organizations. It will connect the different actors to identify opportunities for investment and partnerships to support public initiative and commercial operations targeting the different stages of a Sargassum value chain. Day 1 session will comprise of a series of breakout panel sessions that focus on unlocking the potential of Sargassum, creating enabling environments through strategies and national policies, data-driven approaches to collection and forecasting, and finally, economic and business models around a sustainable Sargassum value chain. The theme for the conference is Turning the Tide, Sustainable Practices and Economic Opportunities for Sargassum in the Caribbean Basin. Plans are progressing steadily for the construction of a fully equipped tissue-culture laboratory at the Marabou Propagation Station. With support from the Chinese Agricultural Mission, foundation work began last week on approximately 2,000 square feet of land to prepare for the full construction phase. The lab, donated by the People's Republic of China, will provide disease-free plantlets to farmers through micropropagation techniques. Nigel Gibbs, supervisor of propagation at the Maribor Propagation Station, explained that the facility will help boost production as the ministry aims to address crop shortages in specific areas. With most of the equipment already on island, Gibbs stated that the project is expected to be completed by February 2025. The lab brings a new perspective to agriculture and presents opportunities for job creation. Gibbs notes that this will allow aspiring agriculturists to view the field in a different light. We have more in this report.
We are expecting now, because there is a tendency for the younger population to shy away from agriculture. So I'm making this clarion call for the people in agriculture, the agriculture science students, the biology, the chemist students, the mathematicians, the physicists among our secondary school, our TAMCC population, and even our SGU population. This is an avenue for employment because we will be looking for highly specified, highly trained people, and of course training will be a continuous thing, but we would need people who are capable of working in an environment like that. And I think it's an opportunity now for the people who are in the sciences especially. You know, they tend to go off into medicine most of the times once they take that track. And this would be a perfect opportunity for them to really work in agriculture and experience agriculture in a different light than what is normally being portrayed, the knife and the cutlass and fork and hoe kind of agriculture.
And finally, in a show of moral support to schools in Carriacou and PD Martinique, a group of cabinet ministers led by Acting Prime Minister and Minister of Finance Dennis Cornwall journeyed to the Sister Isles Monday and were met on arrival by colleague Minister Tevin Andrews. All 6 primary and 2 secondary schools on the islands were visited. The acting Prime Minister cited the visit as significant as they seek to reassure the teaching fraternity that government is working to provide all the necessary support they'll need. Already, government has made provision for students to have free breakfast and lunch and has made allocations for parents to benefit from the School Uniform Assistance Program coordinated by the Ministry of Education. Minister for Carriacou and PD Martinique Affairs and Local Government, Tevin Andrews, noted that these programs are a testament to his government's commitment to the advancement of the education sector. An opportunity was given for teachers to voice their concerns and suggestions. That concludes the local segment of news. Stay with us. The regional roundup and international developments, followed closely by the sports and the weather. They're straight ahead. It's 5 minutes on to 7 o'clock. We now join the Caribbean News Desk for this morning's edition of the Caribbean News Roundup.
From the Caribbean News Desk, the morning edition. Good morning. I'm Kendall Morgan.
And I'm Dennis Chabot with the latest from across the Caribbean.
As Grenada's opposition New National Party prepares for its annual convention and the election of a new leader to replace veteran politician Dr. Keith Mitchell, the party leader is claiming there are attempts from within to sow seeds of discord and to hijack the party. Dr. Mitchell made the claim at the latest meeting of the party's General Council.
I want to sound an alarm today again, she said, but within a New National Party. That New National Party would not be hijacked by anyone whatsoever. You hear me? This New National Party will not be hijacked by anyone whatsoever. People come in and tell me how people coming to them and asking them to pay them money to vote for them in convention. We never had that before. Where this thing come from? Where this thing come from? Where this thing come from? And you want Keith Mitchell to keep his mouth shut? I will talk.
The United Nations says more than half of Haiti's population is in the grips of severe hunger. Stéphane Dujarric is a spokesperson for the UN's Secretary General.
According to the latest analysis by the Integrated Food Security Phase Classification, better known as IPC, 5.4 million Haitians struggle to feed themselves and their families. This is one of the highest proportion of acutely food insecure people in any crisis around the world. Out of these 5.4 million people, 2 million people are in the grips of emergency level of hunger, which we refer to as IPC 4. At least 6,000 displaced people living in temporary shelters in Port-au-Prince are now facing a catastrophic level of food insecurity, which puts them in the IPC.
Dominica will be establishing a special body this month to do background checks on investors who want to obtain a citizenship for hundreds of thousands of US dollars. The Citizenship by Investment CBI program in several Eastern Caribbean countries has been coming under increasing scrutiny because a number of suspected transnational criminals have obtained citizenship. Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Scarrett says staff of the special screening entity, which will be part of the Financial Intelligence Unit, have undergone background checks by the regional security system.
One of the major things which will come into effect October is the establishment of an independent due diligence unit, which will be under the aegis of the FIU, and so they'll be responsible for reviewing all of the files and advising on which applicants will be successful or not, based on the due diligence reports and also based on the report from the GRCC. All of the persons who will be working in that unit have been vetted by the RSS, Regional Security System, and the GRCC, so that we maintain the high standards that we have maintained over the years.
Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Scarrett is warning that several important national projects financed under the Citizenship by Investment program could be affected if the opposition succeeds with its pending legal action against the program. The opposition United Workers' Party UWP last week announced that it had engaged former Trinidad and Tobago Attorney General Alan Ramlogan to pursue legal action over the CBI program's lack of transparency and accountability. UWP President Lennox Linton.
We have, in the course of time, asked ourselves whether we should go forward with this, because after all, no institution really wants to sue their government. But we came to the point where, since the government refused to do anything, and since the situation involving all the billions of dollars has been unaccounted for from the scheme just kept going from bad to worse, we decided that we had to move forward with this.
But Prime Minister Scarrett has accused the opposition of playing politics with the program, which he says funds housing and social safety net programs, hotel expansion projects, and the country's under construction international airport.
Let us not kid ourselves, and the opposition will want to say, no, that's what they want to do. They're, in our view, and the view of many independent arbiters, their intention is to stop the program, because they believe that if the program gets stopped, there's no more source of revenue for the government, then that would maybe precipitate the government this party getting out of the government. That's simple as that. As simple as that. They should never form part of politics in Dominica.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines dethroned Grenada to be crowned this year's East Caribbean Central Bank OCS Netball champions. Sports commentator Rez Pereira followed the competition over the past week in St. Lucia.
St. Vincent playing unbeaten, beat Grenada 59-50. St. Vincent, the new champions. Grenada finishing second, St. Lucia third, Dominica fourth, and Antigua Barbuda fifth.
Well, this has been the morning edition from the Caribbean News Desk. You may contact us by phone or WhatsApp at +592 700 9293. Thanks for listening.
And looking further afield, a dock workers' strike is set to shut down ports across much of the U.S. indefinitely, threatening significant trade and economic disruption ahead of the presidential election and the busy holiday shopping season. Tens of thousands of members of the International Longshoremen's Association, or ILA, are preparing to walk out on Tuesday at 14 major ports along the East and Gulf Coast, halting container traffic from Maine to Texas. Barring a last-minute intervention, the action will mark the first shutdown in almost 50 years. President Joe Biden has the power to suspend the strike for 80 days for further negotiations, but the White House said he is not planning to act. The two sides are fighting over a 6-year master contract that covers about 25,000 port workers employed in container and roll-on, roll-off operations, according to the U.S. Maritime Alliance, known as USMX, which represents shipping firms, port associations, and marine terminal operators. Talks have been stalled for months, and the current contract between parties expired on Monday. The man accused of attempting to assassinate Donald Trump at his Florida golf course has pleaded not guilty to the charges in a federal court. Prosecutors say Ryan Ruth, 58 years, was spotted with a rifle as he hid in the bushes near Trump's golf course in West Palm Beach earlier this month. A Secret Service officer protecting the former president allegedly spotted the rifle barrel poking through the fence and opened fire. Ruth fled and was later arrested on Interstate 95, a main highway through the state. In addition to the attempted assassination of Trump, Ruth has been charged with firearms offenses and assaulting an officer. After each count was read to him, he shook his head in acknowledgement of the charges. His attorneys entered a plea of not guilty and requested a trial by jury. The hearing lasted around 5 minutes. If convicted, Ruth faces a maximum sentence of life in prison on the assassination charge. That's the regional roundup and international news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. Cricket West Indies has appointed Linford Ivory as its new Chief Operating Officer and Acting Chief Executive Officer. The decision was made by the Board of Directors on September 28th in Port of Spain. Inverery's appointment as COO will be effective from October 1st, and his role as acting CEO will commence on November 1st. He will assume the position, which will be vacated by Johnny Grave. Grave has been CEO of West Indies Cricket for close to 8 years, having taken up the role in February 2017. Now, during his tenure, he oversaw 3 World Cups hosted in the West Indies: the 2018 Women's T20 World Cup, the 2022 Under-19 World Cup, and the 2024 Men's T20 World Cup, co-hosted with the USA. He was also the T20 World Cup CEO for the event in June this year. And finally, South Africa's 2-test series in Bangladesh will be played on schedule, with CSA okaying the tour following a security assessment by its experts. The first test will be played from October 21st to 25th in Dhaka, and the second in Chattogram from October 29 to November 2nd. A CSA statement on Monday said that it had given the tour the go-ahead after an in-loco inspection on the part of the board's operations manager, team security manager, safety and security consultant, and a representative from the South African Cricketers Association, who submitted their recommendations to the board after visiting Bangladesh last week. South Africa will reach Dhaka on October 16. That's the sports. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead. And folks, for the latest weather forecast, we now join forecaster at the Met Office, Dre Charles. Dre, good morning.
Good morning to you and to listeners of GBM. And here's weather for today, Tuesday the 1st October 2024. Currently, the weather is fair, winds are calm, barometric pressure 10.7 millibars, that's below normal and rising. Present temperature 28.5 degrees Celsius, relative humidity 85%. Yesterday's maximum temperature 32.6 degrees Celsius. Last night's minimum 25.4 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, 1.4 millimeter of rainfall was recorded, which brings the total for the month to 85.5 millimeter, which is also the total for the month of September. Now to have a look at the forecast value for today and tonight. Today we expect generally fair conditions with possible afternoon showers. There is a heat wave advisory in effect. Maximum temperature 33 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to east southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Seas slight to moderate, wave 3 to 5 feet in northeasterly swells. There is a small craft advisory in effect. Tides will be low at 10 a.m., high at 3:30 p.m. Sun sets today at 5:56, rises tomorrow at 5:56. And just a repeat of the forecast, value for today and tonight. Generally fair with possible afternoon showers. There's a heat wave advisory in effect, and a small craft advisory is also in effect. I'm Andre Charles, reporting for the Met Office. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Andre. Before you run off, the prospective heat wave, how long is it expected to last?
Well, we will have it in effect for the first 48 hours, and thereafter we'll review as the day. Every day we'll review and determine how long we're going to continue. But at the moment, we're going to put it in place for 48 hours.
Okay, and we're into the penultimate month of the Atlantic hurricane season. Anything in our scope, in our sphere of concern at the moment?
Well, we've had one tropical cyclone developed, Kirk. It's in the Atlantic. However, it poses no threat to us at the moment. There is another area of concern that has just recently moved off the African coast. We are monitoring those systems, but at the moment, the Grenada and island chains continue to be in the clear as the system continues to transverse across the Atlantic.
Okay, so that sounds good for us. I mean, November, it's all over. We wish this was the end of October, but we still have October and November to go with. But God is good.
Definitely.
Have a good one, bro.
Thanks, take care.
All right. Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Everything you want. Make home yours anytime with Courts. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, oh, oh. Get value for your money. Ooh, oh, oh. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Oh. Courts have it all. Home is what you make it. Top brands, you're sure to get it all. Courts have it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
It's 10 minutes after 7 o'clock to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Grenada is hosting a second EU Caribbean Global Gateway Conference on Sargassum and a fully equipped tissue culture laboratory coming soon. Noisy demonstration outside Trinidad's Parliament building. Internationally, we hear U.S. ports brace for shutdown as dock workers take strike action. And in sports, well, you'll have a more comprehensive report on it, but Grenada loses out on defending the netball tournament, the regional netball tournament in St. Vincent. They lost to St. Vincent, actually. And also we hear that Cricket South Africa okays a test tour of Bangladesh after their security assessment. That's the morning edition of news for today, Tuesday, October 1st, 2024. On behalf of the entire news department, I'm Gordon Joseph, thanking you for listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending the invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
It's the event you won't want to miss. GIDC Business Deals Day is happening on Saturday, October 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Frequency Industrial Park playing field. Explore the latest products and service offerings from businesses within the industrial parks. Enjoy discounts on GIDC business support services and get fantastic deals on household items, building materials, accessories, condiments, and more, with exciting prizes up for grabs throughout the day. But that's not all. Dive into a mini health fair and career expo for valuable health education and employment opportunities, all while enjoying the songs of Trio the Band and DJ Graphic Sounds. It will be a fun-filled day filled with eats, drinks, games, deals, and more. Mark your calendars and join the GIDC at Frequency Industrial Park playing field on Saturday, October 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. See you there.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Caribbean.
GBN is your home for this year's Republic Bank CPL. Please note there will be adjustments to our programming lineup on Tuesday, October 1st, Wednesday, October 2nd, and Friday, October 4th. Transitions will air at 5:05 p.m., followed by GBN television news at 6 p.m. And don't miss the news repeat right after the CPL match. Transitions will also be rebroadcast after the news repeat, so you won't miss a thing. GBN bringing you sports coverage anywhere and everywhere.
All right, it's 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. Welcome to the conversation this morning. And as you can see, I have a great morning because I've got a very beautiful young lady with me in the studio. And last week, you would remember that I had Miss Purcell with me from the IMA, that's the Investment Management Migration. I keep saying management. Investment Migration Agency. And they've got a number of symposium coming up as they try to sensitize the general public as to what IMA is really about. They've got some powerhouses in terms of presenters during this set of symposium. As a matter of fact, the first one is off this afternoon at the National Stadium. So with me this morning is Miss Rhea Burke. She is in communication and marketing and communication at the IMA. Good morning, Rhea.
Good morning. Good morning. First of all, what a way to start off the morning. Thank you very much. Appreciate.
Okay. Yes, well, of course, it's always
thank you for having us here this morning.
It's always a pleasure to have IMA here. So last week we're just going to piggyback from last week. You know, we had a decent conversation as to especially the one that's coming up from today.
Yes.
There are some others coming up. I think the next stop is St. Patrick.
Yes, so that's what we're hoping for. And actually, today is not the first. We've actually had quite a couple. The last one we had in St. David's. Yes, before that we were in St. Andrew in Grenville. Okay. So we are really on a mission to go to every single parish of Grenada. We were actually carded for Carriacou a few months ago, but unfortunately, due to burial, we were not able to do that. So that has been postponed. But yes, we're hoping to go to St. Patrick's after this one. Today is at the stadium, the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. That's Building B, VIP room at 5:30 p.m. today.
Okay, and just for the folks who might just be hearing us for the first time, what is the main intent behind this symposium?
Right, so we are very aware of the fact that in Grenada, the program carries a lot of negative connotations. There's a stigma attached to the program, which we are trying to kind of come away from that. So we're trying to educate the population on the actual realities of the program, what the program actually entails, how it actually benefits us, even so to the security measures, because most persons are not aware of just how stringent the process is, just how rigorous the due diligence processes are. So it's to educate the population on what the program is exactly, the benefits of the program, how it benefits you as a Grenadian on everyday basis.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, it's not just Grenada, because last week I was reading a news article here that I think it's St. Lucia where the opposition took the government to court as it relates to the CBI program. In St. Lucia, I think they still call it the CBI. They've not rebranded it as so.
Yeah.
So it seems to be a bitter taste in quite a number of people's mouth, not just in Grenada but around the region.
Right.
You know, there are those who thrive on the philosophy that we're actually selling out or placed to foreigners, and sooner than later,
Right.
we would have less Grenadians on island, you know.
Right.
So, and from those exposures that you've had so far, the participation, the crowd response, and so forth, do you think the message is getting across?
Yes, we think so. We actually also give out surveys at the end so that people can give their feedback. And even through meeting with persons after the program, after the sessions, most people come up to us and they say, you know what, thank you so much for this program. Thank you so much for this session, because they now are able to understand the program. Before, this is what they thought because, you know, we didn't know, so we just had these ideas about it, and now we actually know. And so what we always try to tell people is that there is investment migration globally. Most countries in the world actually have an investment migration program. The US even has a program.
It's over 198 countries.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So most countries that we look at and we go to, they actually have investment migration programs. Grenada it's not a unique situation in the Caribbean. So we're just trying to show Grenadians how it is that we use this program to benefit us. You know, yes, we are aware of so many negative connotations that are attached to it. And most of it there is clear reasons for it. Even across the Caribbean, we know the different reasons for that. However, here in Grenada, we are trying to come away from that because we have a program here that we try to boast about because, as I said, we have such rigorous due diligence standards. Our security measures are such top-notch. We have both international due diligence and local due diligence that we pair together for each applicant. So we just really try to let Grenadians understand that, yes, we understand that while you're seeing this as a program where you're just bringing in any person, that's not the case. We actually do our deep dive into every person that will eventually become a Grenadian citizen.
As a matter of fact, last week, Ms. Purcell went so far as to say an applicant, the due diligence process is so rigorous that they've got people going to look at even the physical
they go
residence.
to their actual home address. So if it is the person gave a false address, we know because we have people on the ground actually physically going and checking. They check your bank statements, they check your address, they check everything around your situation, they check everything.
But from a Grenada's perspective, I mean, just deviating a bit from the core of the conversation, you know, have we had any major bad player?
I wouldn't say we've had any major bad player. They have had persons that have come up, but with any person that we try to tell people, with any person, even with a natural born Grenadian, you know, you could never really dictate what a person would do after the case, after gaining a citizenship, or even as a born Grenadian, I could do something tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, you never would have been able to tell. However, at the point of actually doing the process, this was not the case of the person's history or anything like that. So this is what we always try to relay, that we do our due diligence. This was not the nature of the person. This is always human nature to possibly do, you know, good or bad in future, but in the present, this was not the case. Yes.
All right. So with the program that's the session that's on this afternoon, it's starting at 5?
Yes, so it's actually at 5:30 today.
5:30.
Again, it's at the Building B VIP room at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. We will have the CEO, Mr. Thomas Anthony, of the agency. We also have Dr. Stephen Fletcher. He's a board member of the program. We'll also be having Miss Nisha McIntyre. She's a marketing agent. And they are all leaders in this field. We always try to have persons who are versed in the industry to come and relay this information to persons, especially as we always encourage persons to ask questions at the end of the sessions. So we always have people who have the information there waiting for you, so you can come and ask any question that you'd like. If there were anything that was unclear or anything still at the end of the session.
From the previous conversation with Ms. Purcell, she also said that Afi Ventu.
Right. So Miss Afi
Vega.
Ventu de Vega was actually supposed to be on the panel today. However, due to unfortunate circumstances, she's not able to today anymore. And so Miss Nisha McIntyre has graciously agreed to do the program with us today. Yes.
So folks who attend the session this afternoon, what can they expect from the presenters?
Right. So we try to relay, first of all, what is investment migration as the umbrella. and then go down to what is citizenship by investment, and then how does Grenada facilitate its citizenship by investment program. So our process, and then we go into the benefits of the program. This program has contributed in 2023 alone almost 30% of Grenadian revenue. This year we're on track to doing the same or more, and so we just try to relay as much as possible in that short time, just all the benefits, all the programs, all the projects, all the everything that how a Grenadian benefits. We have the NTF, that's the National Transformation Fund. So we tell Grenadians, about what that program is. That's that development fund that the investment goes into, and that has gone into traffic lights, playing field lights, roads, the Monkemar Road, the Hermitage Road, also medical equipment, clinics, so many areas across Grenada that fund goes into. But then we also tell people about the real estate option. Well, it's actually the approved project option, but we call it the real estate option. We've had Hideaway, that's in Tribou. We also have had Petit Calavini, recently Beach House, Six Senses, and these projects during their construction has employed so many Grenadians, and now as they've come to fruition in operation, they have now employed so many other Grenadians as well. We've been able to improve the tourism product through this way. We've been able to add to so much room count, to the tourism product that we have. We're still trying to increase that even more. I know a lot of persons don't see it as that, but we're still at a relatively low number, and we're trying to still increase that room count here in Grenada, and the CBI program has been aiding in that process. So we really just try to push all of these benefits so that persons see exactly how it's benefiting us today.
Okay, and one of the things that I know you did, well, I would like to say I was kind of instrumental in it, because I was kind of mitigating for it, the sponsorship of the Rainbow City All-Stars. So it's now IMA Rainbow City All-Stars.
Yes, please.
In excess of $300,000. That's a lot.
Yes, so we've actually done so many more other sponsorships as well. Earlier this year we did Carafta, we did Intercall. We're actually a major sponsor of the Junior Achievement as well. We did so many of the pan bands, the unsponsored pan bands, not so many, about 3 of them for Carnival that just passed. Also a very, very high one, a very large one, upcoming now, SPIO, St. Patrick's Youth Organization. That's that organization in St. Patrick's. They've been having this debate competition for years now for primary school students. We are now the title sponsor of this debate competition, so it'll now be the IMA Grenada SPIO debate competition. So yes, we're just trying to spread the love all over Grenada.
I'm seeing a lot. I mean, the work of the IMA now is now becoming more and more visible.
Yes.
And I'm wondering if maybe in previous years, if that approach, that publicity approach was taken, if Grenadians, those who have the bad feeling, the bad vibe about the IMA program, I'm wondering if they would have still had that.
Yeah, I don't think it would have existed, at least not as much as today. In the absence of knowledge, persons would always come up with their own narrative. And so this is why we're trying to change that now, as we've realized that this is such a dire problem in Grenada. And so this is why we're trying to publicize as much as possible, ensure that Grenada know that the program is transparent, it is open. We try to let you know as much information as possible. Well, all information actually is accessible. We're actually also trying to show you the benefits, and one thing we've realized is that Grenadians feel like we don't directly feel it, and this is how the sponsorships are now directly benefiting Grenadians also. So we're just really trying to cater for the Grenadian public in order to understand the benefits and feel the benefits and know the benefits.
Right. So having said that, do you all have like a projection as to some of the other things 2024 is practically finished, but going into 2025, have you any projects earmarked that you all would be getting into?
When you say projects, as in sponsorships, or
yeah, well, anything that you all would do.
Well, we have Christmas coming up, and as you know, well, not sure as you know, but our sponsorship is primarily geared toward the youth, youth culture, that sort of thing. And so, as Christmas is coming up, we really want to spread the Christmas cheer. And so, our upcoming sponsorships, you will see IMA Grenada. I can't say yet, but you will
I'm
definitely see
still a
Grenada
youth,
before.
right? I'm still a youth, so
At heart, of course.
not at heart. I'm a youth all over.
Well,
my nails are not even long yet. I'm still growing. You know,
so you just might feel the love too over Christmas.
Of course. And I mean, despite the fact that, you know, like I said, people still, there are some folks who still have this kind of unpleasant feeling about it. But I personally, having known some of the projects that you all have, you know, been involved in, I can literally see, you know, what the benefits of the IMA are to us as a people.
And that's all that we're trying to do.
Yeah.
You're one, and we're trying to reach every, you know.
Yeah.
So hopefully at the end of, I don't not even say at the end of, but as we go to the different parishes and we try to educate more and more persons, more and more until hopefully most of the population at least can have that same mindset as you now have about the program.
Okay. Is the date set for the St. Patrick's symposium?
Not quite as yet, but we're looking at the end of this month.
Okay.
Yes.
And Carriacou comes after when they're up?
We're hoping for Carriacou as soon as Carriacou is in a position where it is ready and able to accommodate sessions like this. We know right now that's not the focus. So as soon as Carriacou is in a position for the program, we'll definitely be heading right back to Carriacou.
Okay. All right. So as we wrap, what I'd like to do is give you the opportunity to once again let the public know what's happening this afternoon.
Yes, so that's this afternoon, 5:30 p.m., the Kirani James Athletic Stadium, Building B. The VIP room will be having Mr. Thomas Anthony, the CEO of the agency, Dr. Stephen Fletcher. He's a board member of the program, and also Ms. Nisha McIntyre, marketing agent of the program as well. So we're asking for everyone to come on out to the stadium. You can be enlightened on the program. You learn the realities of the CBI program and how it can benefit you as a Grenadian. So come out, have your questions on hand. We answer every question that you have. We actually will be there also after the program as well, so you can ask your questions. So we're just asking everyone to come out this afternoon.
Ms. Brooke, thank you very much for highlighting with us this morning, and I'd like you to bring back all love to the management and staff of your agency.
I will do that.
And also, when you go home later, give your mom and your dad my regards. Mr. Burke, I'm proud.
Oh, Jesus.
Right? So have a good one, and we look forward to a great engagement this evening.
Yes, so I hope to see you there this afternoon.
I'll do my best.
You'll do your best.
I
could just hope for your best, so I'll take that. Yes.
Yeah. I actually was up at Wester Hall.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Yes,
I invited you last time as well, and you did. Okay, all right. So you're off the hook a little bit.
Yes, you know. But it's important for me. I feel I feel enlightened when I listen to the session. When I listen to that session in particular, it sort of cleared quite a number of cobwebs in my head.
Yes,
and,
yes.
I really want the populace to embrace these sessions. It will sort of, maybe change your perspective on it.
Yes. Yes.
So come on out this afternoon, 5:30 p.m. at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium, and be a part of that symposium with the IMA. Ms. Buck, again, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having us. See you today at 5:30.
5:30. Folks, we take a quick break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Looking to take your business to new heights? Advertise with GPN on our social media platforms and get noticed by our 138,000 plus followers. Reach a massive engaged audience ready to connect with your brand. No matter your business size, GPN is here to help you grow. Contact us today at admin@gpn.gd or WhatsApp 407-8458 to get started.
This guy was driving way over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a lot over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a little over the speed limit. Look at the damage.
All right, welcome back to the conversation, and I want to, give you this piece of information. It's very beneficial, especially for a time like now. All right, the South St. George Police Station Wellness and Fitness Club, well, they've got this campaign on, right? It's open to members of the general public. Business places can also take advantage of these physical activities for its staff. Okay, the admission is free. Here the schedule: Monday to Thursday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the South St. George Police Station compound. All right, they've been in existence for the past 6 years. The objective there is promoting community policing through this initiative, and they are concerned about the health of the people. They cater for all age groups. Remember, your health is our concern. We have trained fitness instructor Inspector Leon McQueen, Constable George, and McFarlane. Okay. All right, good. So please be a part of this. And I want to, again, congratulate the members of the RGPF, especially Inspector Leon McQueen, on that wonderful. Well, I know him, right? I know him. He is a health freak. All right, he eats right, he exercises properly, and his whole lifestyle is all about health and wellness. So please, again, it is starts at 5 p.m., 5 to 6 p.m. Monday. Let me get back all right, Monday to Thursday from 5 to 6 p.m. and it's at the compound of the South St. George Police Station. So please go on out. Admission, registration is absolutely free. All you need to do is bring your gear. All right, your workout gears. All right. So thank you, Mr. McQueen, Inspector. I hope I hope that they're recognizing this thing and, give Peter what is due to Peter, right? Folks, it's 21 minutes on to 8 o'clock, and I want us to have a little conversation this morning. All right, the phone lines have been going crazy, and I also want to say happy birthday to Mr. Malachi Azari Alexis of Shantymel in St. Patrick. You're celebrating your birthday today. Well, you've got greetings coming from your dad, Danley Alexis, your mom, and all your brothers and sisters. Wishing you a very, very happy third birthday and hoping that you live to see many, many, many more with good health. So again, Malachi Azari Alexis, please celebrate your birthday in fine style, bro. All right, what we want to talk about this morning, well, there is this story is brewing. It's creating a storm. That General Council meeting of the New National Party, certain narratives that were brought forward. You know what I'm talking about. The remarks by the political leader of the New National Party, in that some folks are intent on hijacking the party and so forth. I'd love to hear your take on this. Let's go straight to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning to you, Doc.
How are you?
Oh, not too bad. And how are you today?
I am good.
Right, have a good day. You lock the telephone on a very important conversation.
Say that again?
I say you locked the telephone on the very important conversation.
Okay.
With the IMA.
Okay.
Yeah, but I understand you will be there in the discussion today. I will want you to probe, because I wanted to ask that question. My country and my world is St. David's. I'm not neglecting other parishes because we want to use St. David's as a model. But I'm asking the question, what do we have in all this investment promotion? What do we have for St. David's? And I want specifics. Yeah, because I want development for the whole of St. David's, particularly from Lassages or Belial right up to Kushu. I would want to know, through this investment, what is coming for St. David's and coming quickly. Yeah?
I could answer off the bat. The young lady stated that Six Senses was one of the projects, and they also have the Intercontinental coming right up next, which will be should be completed by, I think, the third quarter of 2025. So that's what I know off the bat already. I don't know what else they have forthcoming.
Right, but that is coming. Yeah, it took a long time to come, but I'm saying here, we want more, tremendously more. I would want to see a massive upgrade in all the road infrastructure, starting from, as I say, Lassages right up to Kushu, because that is where the investment, most of the investment, I think, may be placed. We want that to be going. Yeah?
Okay.
All the beaches should be up with toilet, bath, and change facilities, electricity, water. Yeah.
But I think that would only make sense because if you're increasing the room stock with the two hotels, then you'd want to utilize and capitalize on all the beautiful beaches that we have in St. David. So you'd want to bring the facility up to scratch, right?
I don't think they're seeing that. In other words, every hotel should have a satellite facility as a beach. So you're building a hotel, we want you to adopt a beach. Which beach? Belai, Kushu, Kabi, Malmong, whichever one. But you're going to adopt a beach as part of the project. So simultaneously, as the project is being built, the road and the upgrade of the beach is being built at the same time. So when the hotel is complete, that beach is complete. And if you're going to promote everybody who comes with this large-scale investment, yes, we want a beach because St. David's have some of the better beaches in the island. Antigua has 300 plus beaches, beaches that you can go. How much do we have? And how much of those beaches do you go? We have beautiful beaches, but people can't go there. I would want to see a total upgrade in all those things. We have to put St. David's on the map, maybe for the first time.
Okay.
Would you please probe, sir?
I will do my best,
and
all right?
Demand.
Okay.
Thank you, kind sir.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, folks, it's 16 minutes on to the 8 o'clock hour. You know the number, 435-2041. Let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning.
Good morning, Innocent. How are you?
I am alive and thankful. Welcome to the program.
In addition to the two projects you mentioned in St. David, there's also another project, a major project in PT2.
Where exactly is PT2?
That is in the Tibaid area.
Uh-huh.
Right? There's a massive CBI project taking place there right now.
What is it? What is that project?
Some condos are being built and being sold. So that caller, I mean, he's not knowledgeable, and he always thinks that he knows. And St. David's is not the only parish that doesn't have enough CBI projects. Most of the projects are focused in the St. George area. So we need to spread it more, not St. David's alone. St. David's already getting, they have two major hotels. You have that project in PT2, right? And I know there are other projects carded for St. David's.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Okay.
But you mentioned something about the general council, in a sense.
Uh-huh. There's something loud in the background. It's becoming unbearable.
Okay. Let me move away. All right. So you hear me better?
Lovely.
Right. I was saying that I was not at the general council. I was not present. But I listened to the remarks about the hijacking of the party and all of that, and getting somebody from the bowels of the NNP and who were born NNP and all of that. Come on. This party grew from strength to strength after 2013, when Comrade Peter and others came on board to assist in the rebuilding process. We had what was known then as Project Grenada. Somewhere along the line, it went out the door. It was thrown out the door. And we heard nothing more about Project Grenada. But Project Grenada was all-encompassing, where it was all-inclusive. Now you're hearing about who want to hijack. There's no more democracy. You talk about NDC parachuter leader in. But now another parachuting is taking place, because that individual that the leader seems bent on installing as his successor was out of Grenada. In 2008, he was barred from running for the NNP in the same St. George Northeast against Nazim Bok. How all of a sudden now he's the best thing after sliced bread? Innocent. I don't want to continue because I might say things I shouldn't. Have a good day.
I ain't gonna let you do that, Papi.
Have a good day, sir.
Have a good one. 435-2041. Just your opinions on this. Nutmeg Queen, could you behave, please? Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, Innocent.
Morning, how are you?
Dare you hear, Papa? I want to tell you some of all of these men and them, all you hear when women talk, oh God, a little taking them serious, But I want to say good morning to Sister Delma this morning. I remember she tell the man of the tongue of St. George, they coming for you. Sister Delma sit down between the yellow chair and the green chair. And she watched when this man finished with you, he's in the green beanie showing you. She said, no, I'm chilling on them, and I have a little life in me still. When she see that green bean coming towards her, Sister Delma fly out from that greenhouse. What? He could have put Tyranny James behind Sister Delma. He couldn't hold her. So she run her because she afraid the green bean. But she won, she friend. But I think he could fight with a lion fighting inside the church. He's backing out his shots, backing out his clothes. He's fighting with you naked. But I love Peter, But I'm sorry for the man, but he's won by a woman. Woman hold his life. So Papa, take what you get in your food. time to Uncle Soupy. Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Have a good one. Win some slow come. Good morning. Folks, it's 11 minutes on to 8 o'clock. 435-2041. I'd love to hear from you. What's your take on this scenario? Good morning, caller. Hi, good morning. Good morning.
Yes, I'd like to endorse the first female minister for the NMP office. Have a blessed day.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, caller. All right. 435-2041. 10 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Yeah, no one will hijack the party. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph.
Welcome to the conversation.
I want to speak, or would like to speak a little slowly this morning so that my message can get through quite profoundly as I so desire. Listen, Mr. Joseph, I beg also to deviate from the subject that you, because I don't mix in these trivial partisan issues. I want to go back to the presentation made by the representative of the IMA this morning. Will I be all right, sir?
Okay, sure, go ahead.
Listen, Mr. Joseph, I have said it and I will die saying it, that the selling of our passports, the selling of the dignity of the Grenadian people is one of the most highly treasonable acts ever performed in this here country. I'm telling you. We survived before we began to sell our passports. We built a huge airport. Even the extension of the port in St. George's was built without the selling of passports. So you understand where I'm coming from, I wonder? Mr. Joseph, this is a serious thing that Grenada. I cannot attend this activity, this symposium. You want to know why? First, I'm old. Secondly, I'm poor. The third, the public transport, I don't have my own car. Public transport is not available for these people. So that has been designed to exclude people like me. That's the level of hypocrisy we have in this here country. It's been designed to exclude people like me. I wasn't able to go to West Hall one because I was ill. Now I heard about this one, I would like to, but I can't go because there's no public transport. But I would like, Mr. Joseph, that despite the fact that they're having a symposium, that they get on the radio also because more people are met through radio than in these closed-door sessions. And to answer a couple of questions. One, can they tell the people of this country how many millions of dollars have been ripped off from the people of Grenada over the 10 years or more of this activity, the selling of the passport and citizenship of this here country? Can they? Can they tell us what efforts have been made to recover this money in the name of the people of Grenada? Huh? Can they tell us at least how many people they have sold the passport? How many passports they have sold? The people ought to know that too. We want to know these things. What nexus to these people that they've sold, faceless, nameless people, they've sold our passports to, ever came to Grenada? What have they done in Grenada? Do they pay taxes in Grenada? Have they bank accounts in Grenada? The people of this country is being duped. You listen to what is happening in St. Kitts and the challenges against this, because they've been exposed. St. Lucia, this morning the news spoke about it. This is a rip-off, Grenadians. The selling of our passports is a rip-off. And if you look at the intermediates between them, not Grenadians, international lawyers and the big cults and the groups. This is what it's all about. Open your doggone eyes, Grenadians, and let mine be the doggone damned ones, pardon. Have a nice day, will you, sir?
Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. Thank you. All right, folks, it's 6 minutes on to 8 o'clock. And remember, at 8, we joined the BBC. We still do have a few minutes in which I would really love to hear from you. Let's go back. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am alive and thankful. Welcome to the program.
Okay, thank you so much. I think people making too much out of Mr. Mitchell's statement about hijacking the party. It have children what is biological, and it have what is adopted, right? And it is a democratic process. everybody would want right for the household, right? And I think when the time reached democratically, he also said that. They only speaking about the hijack. They don't speaking about it democratically. The NMP House will vote the right person they want to lead the NMP because everybody wants good for the household. You have children, what is different opinion, and you want good for your household. So I don't know why Grenadian is making all this fuss about hijacking. There are so much of things in this country we have to check on. Hijacking is just simple matters. Thank you so much. Have a pleasant day.
Thank you, caller. Thank you. Have yourself a pleasant one yourself. 5 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Okay, so, let me hear from you. What is your take on the claims that people are trying to hijack the NNP? Good morning, caller.
Good morning to you, Mr. Innocent.
Welcome to the program.
And how are you?
I am alive and thankful.
Okay. I, too, want to give my piece on that statement, or part of the statement that was made by the political leader of the NMP. I must admit that the General Council was highly attended. A very good crowd, and the enthusiasm in the people was there. But I personally, too, did not satisfy with some of the statements coming from the political leader. I am not in a position to say what made him say those things, spoke that way, but I am not in favor of some of the statements that was made. But I am saying that NMP is rising. NMP is woken up, and they mean well. The people mean well. So proper management and supervision, we can see NMP rise again.
Okay.
Right? We can see NMP rise again. The people are enthusiasm out there to have NMP moving again. I am not in a position to go into details as to why the political leader made the statements that he made, but I was not totally impressed with some of the statements.
I think what I'll attempt to do is to, because this is a very serious time politically in Grenada. Grenada predominantly has two main political parties, the NNP and the NDC, and if there's turmoil in any of them, it is a matter of grave concern. So I'll attempt to get some members from the party to come in and see if we can debunk some of the statements made. Okay?
Well, that could be good because the while the NDC is in power right now, they have their problems too. There are some problems floating around the NDC too.
Okay.
So it appears that it ties up the voters. Because they're not in a glorious position too. But as I said, I don't think some of these statements were necessary, and I am not in total favor with some of them. But all the we only have two political parties in Grenada, and to me both of them are shaking.
Okay, so maybe it's just the right time for a third political party to be formed.
I hardly believe a third political party is going to survive. We have seen them come and go and fail already. They are jokers. Okay. All the third political parties that come along, they come in as big jokers.
Okay.
So I'm not going to encourage anybody or try to join any other political party that come in because I don't think they're serious.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Have a good one. Folks, we've got 90 seconds left. If we can get a call within that time, then fine, we'll do it. And we do have a caller. Let's do this. It's got to be brief. Good morning, caller.
I know it's short. Good morning to you, sir.
Hi, welcome.
Yeah, but you know something they tell you? You have to think before you say something, before your mouth open. You think before what you have to say, right? And Mr. Rolo again, I like us to big up P. I always use the word the educator, and thanks again, right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you. Folks, this is where we've got to wrap it up, right? We've got to wrap it up this morning. Peter, keep pushing the fire. Okay. Until unite all yourself, NEC and have problems. All you want them have problems. Grenada is such a nice, unique place, I am going to attempt to get some more depth to that conversation. I'm going to put together a team of people for and against on both sides of the fence, and let's see what we can make out of it. This is where we've got to wrap it, folks. Thank you very much. Nutmeg Queen, behave. Diane Thomas, good morning to you. Veronica Sandy, Natalia Ross, Marilyn Gilbert. All of you, good morning. We've got to end the program here. Thank you. Bye-bye.